John, it looks like you found another pristine Tiffin Allegro bus. This has got some stuff I've never seen before. What's going on with this coach, sir?
People who have watched these videos know that I look for a coach that has something special, something particular that's appealing about that particular coach. The ownership of this coach goes beyond the pale. And we're gonna go over some of those little details they put into it, but somebody who's ready for a totally pristine, and I mean pristine coach, this is it. There's a lot to show you here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got to show everybody this one little thing right away, because I think there's going to be more people in the comments asking about this little upgrade. It's probably one of the biggest complaints I've heard from my Tiffin friends. Check this out, guys. What is going on here, John?
So Andrew, this guy did not like the fact, let me get out of the sun, that this pipe just stuck out of a hole in the bottom.
Sir.
So he went to a marine company and had this marine seal. All right, this will never melt or anything, and this lock ring around it. So he cleaned this thing up, and it looks like it should have been factory. It's just
looks
very, very nice.
Super good. And I don't know if those stainless trim pieces along the bottom of the coach are factory as well, or is that an option?
I haven't seen that on a bus. You know, it's just a nice little touch of flair. And particularly when you see how he kept his rims polished like this.
Oh yeah.
That chrome rim around it is just pops when it goes down the road. You know, the coach really has it all. It just had a full inspection done at Tiffin. They serviced the engine, the transmission, the aqua hot. He had a new head put on the DEF. So those things have had a tendency to go out. This has already been fixed. It's completely gone through. The coach is turnkey. I had James inspect it this morning, and he kind of laughed at me. There's just maybe one or two little items.
He did find a couple little things that you guys are going to take care of, though.
He did.
But, yeah, so this is a 2018, and how many miles are on this coach?
18,000.
And what engine is in this coach?
This is a 450 Cummins, so you got 1,250 foot-pounds of torque coming out of that. This is a great driving coach on a Power Glide chassis. Really, really nice.
Yeah, and beautiful colors. I've got to give everybody a close-up here. I just love how that red and black and kind of a root beer color all pop, but this has got some little fades going through the paint, how it goes from a black into a champagne. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. So what else is going on with this coach?
Well, when people talk about, you know, ownership and how well a coach has been cared for, and you see,
oh yeah,
how clean everything in here is.
That's the real deal. Whenever you see, you know, from Tiffin, little extra parts and pieces, so original chairs wrapped in plastic. What else is going on?
So this guy, you know, he talks and he tells me, yeah, well, I heard that the air conditioning system had a problem with the blower wheel on it. He goes, I bought an extra blower wheel. It's here in the box. All right.
Yes, sir.
He bought a light switch, and instead of that, he bought an extra light switch to go with it. So that's all in here. Tire monitoring system, extra belt to go with it. He was prepared. So, yeah. And all that's coming with the coach.
And then I've got to point out the condition of this slide out tray. Really good condition, full pass through bay.
Not as much as a stain in the carpet. You know, it's just super, super cool.
Yeah, and we kind of passed through bay one here. What was going on in bay one up here?
Bay one is the refrigerator. I mean, it's like new.
Yeah.
He keeps it latched up like that so you don't get smell in it. You know, I mean, he did the things right on the coach.
That's a big outdoor, that's got to be a 48 or what?
It's a massive outdoor
Close to a
TV.
50-inch TV. Do you know how big it is?
I don't, but I know it just, from the outside, you look at the door cover on it, it's massive, it's big.
Yeah, and then it's got looks like a sound bar there as well. This looks like super high end. And then I always like to point out on these Tiffin windows how they're not frameless windows. They do have a frame, but they put that paint scheme through the windows, just giving it a really cool look. And then it does have the big Girard awnings up top, as well as a Girard awning over the door, Girard awnings over the windows.
Yes, all automatic.
Yes, sir.
So everything on there is automatic.
Okay, another pass-through bay with a slide-out tray. There's those Tiffin manuals.
Again, just look at little things like the carpeting in here.
Oh yeah, super good shape.
It looks like it's new.
Yes, sir. Now, do you know what the what are the holding tank capacities on this diesel, freshwater, black and gray?
You got 150 gallon of diesel, 100 gallon of fresh water, and then 65 and 65 on your black and gray. So great capacities on this thing to take the coach out and use it and not needing to worry about your levels.
Yeah, look at the carpet inside of this bay, all lined with carpet and excellent condition. It's got a light in there. Do you know the date codes on these Michelin tires?
It's the end of 17, so you got 3 to 4 years left on these tires. So the tires are all in good shape. Also, he did put, at the Tiffin factory, he had brand new AGM batteries just put in it.
Okay.
So, you know, it came factory with lead batteries. He didn't like that. He never did. So he had it switched up to AGMs.
It's a big upgrade.
It is.
Yeah, and I can't get over this little chrome ring. That was one of the biggest flaws in this coach, and he fixed it. Yeah, look how clean. You've got this little compartment. What's going on in this little compartment here, John?
Well, you've got your air valve in there. So that's if you're going to hook up water pressure, and then your drain tanks for your ping tanks. So this is all got to do with your air system. And you can hook up an air hose to that if you need to fill tires or anything like that.
Your chassis batteries?
They've been tested. There's no issue with that.
Yeah. Beautiful styling. All the little details Tiffin does, like that Allegro Bus mud flap.
Man, everything on the coach is right. You just go through. There's nothing to look at and pick on.
There's a Cummins 450. Yeah, all in really good condition. This is a side radiator coach.
He had this grill. This was just like an aluminum grill.
Yeah.
That comes on the Allegro Bus. He had it black chrome powder coated. So when it was at Tiffin, they asked him, "What'd you do here?" And he told them, and they says, "Well, we're going to pass that along." And so they're thinking about taking his advice on this. But all of this grill has been black chrome powder coated.
Nice. Yeah, paint's in great condition. Just glows on this side, even in the shade.
So 450 Aqua Hot, just serviced at Tiffin. That's important to point out.
Yeah, and those wheels are really popping. You know, you could tell just how well it's cared for by looking at those wheels.
The other thing, look at this dump station.
Oh yeah, that's probably the cleanest 4-year-old bay I've seen, or 3-year-old bay I've seen in a while.
This Waste Master, this is a big upgrade. This is you see a lot of coaches that have the macerator in it. This is like a high power turbo system of that. So it's a very, very well done system.
I've got to point out, this has got that jackknife switch. You're going to see that on the $2 million Newell coaches. I've never seen anyone have this that it wasn't on a Newell coach, but just a little safety valve to dump it before it actually dumps.
Yes.
So.
Very, very nice unit.
Yeah, power hose reel, outside shower, and just beautiful styling in this plumbing bay. So there's the other side of that pass-through storage bay with a full slide-out tray. It looks like a little stinky slinky carrier there as well. Yeah, great looking coach, all in great condition, and this floor plan is super cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Also, one thing that we walked past, the power cord reel.
Oh yeah.
They put it back here as a lock, but this is a power cord reel and it's back here. And what I like about this is most of them have the power cord reel midship on the driver's side. You've already lost 20 feet by the time you get back to where you typically would plug your coach in. This is right here. You don't have to worry about being under your door. You just pull it out, plug it straight in. Much, much easier, and it gives you more cord reach.
Yes, sir.
Than you would typically get out of a midship battery.
Yeah, I like it.
There's your new AGMs.
Hydraulic system there, HWH, I believe.
And a place to put little odds and ends.
What size generator does this coach have?
This is a 12K. So
okay,
yeah.
That's a heavy-duty piece of equipment.
It's a heavy-duty coach. It's got 210 hours on the generator, so almost never been used.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I always like to look at just the condition of the chrome. You know, this wasn't by the salt water or anything. There's no pitting and no peeling down here. Just really in excellent condition.
You know, this is an Arizona coach, so you're not going to have a coach that's been going through rock salt and snow and sitting out in that kind of weather. It's been garage capped, air conditioned. This guy really did care for his coach, and it's time for him to part with it. So let's find a home.
Gotta say, I like your shirt today, John. That's a good looking shirt there.
Thank you.
John, you were not kidding, sir. What a great looking coach. I love the light colors. I like the floor plan right away with the opposing sofas. Like the placement of the galley. What all is going on in here, sir?
You know, this floor plan, you know, you hear everybody talking about the bath and a half floor plans, but there are advantages to getting away from that, and because the bath and a half wastes a lot of space. This coach accommodates a lot of people. So you've got a 3-seater on your theater seating, but you have an opposing sofa with a bed.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't lose that. It does have the pop-up TV behind it, but if somebody's sitting there, you can always watch the TV up front. So you have options on the coach depending on how many people you're accommodating. And that's a big deal because people don't always travel just a couple.
Yeah.
They just don't. There's kids, there's grandkids, there's friends, people meet up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
you and your friends might be singing
Bohemian Rhapsody.
I just saw a video of you and your friends having too much fun in a new S6.
We were, and you know, anybody that knows me knows that I love this. I love these coaches. I travel in them. I have fun in them, and I love the people we meet doing this. So this is a fun thing for us, and by looking for the very, very best coaches we can, we keep it fun.
Absolutely. and a funny story, actually, you guys showed me a video of a gentleman that bought a coach through a YouTube video, and I remember our buddy Jeff commented, he says, I just wired a large amount of money based on trusting you through these YouTube videos, and I really hope you know how much people trust you. And I'm like, John, who is this guy? I was like, is he real? And you guys are now pretty good friends, huh?
We are. He actually bought the Essex from us as well. So he's bought 2 coaches from us in the last year, and very, very good friends. I'm really blessed with that friendship, and we're having a lot of fun. And I want to make more friends like that. So come on down and let's make it happen for you.
Absolutely. Shout out to our good buddy Jeff from North Dakota. But let's keep taking a look at this Allegro bus. I've got to take a look at the ceiling here too and point this out. I love the lighting, the sleek lines, and this kitchen is really drawing me too. I've got to show everybody that backsplash, just a beautiful style. And John, you've talked about this before. This is a molded countertop. What all is going on in the galley?
This is what we call the no drip edge. I've talked about it in other videos on these. It is a molded countertop. It's not just a countertop that they could put up there and route the edges. This is actually molded. Very expensive process. Tiffin really spares no expense on these kinds of things because they look at usability, and this is a good usable coach. If you're working up here and you have a spill, this edge will be what saves your cabinetry, or something water getting down there, and maybe even getting mold if it seeps into an area you can't clean.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of pluses to this. In the backsplash that you pointed out, look at your accent lighting down inside.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this is little touches that, you know, 3 plugins.
Yeah.
Right there in the wall. You're not reaching up here and hanging. They're right there. I mean, this is a coach that somebody looked at like, if I had to use it, what would I do?
That's the thing. I'm sorry, my ADD. I don't want to interrupt you. You're going to show us something, but look at the size of this. I mean, that is. You could wash a dog or a small child in that. That's the biggest sink I've ever seen in a Tiffin.
They call this the farmhouse sink, and it does have the steel that comes down. It's all stainless. So that's also protection as well, because if you're leaning up here, your belt buckle's not going to be scratching your wood or anything like that. You got metal right there. You know, I mean, there's just little things like that. But even the countertop has the no drip edge.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so if you look, it's got a notch here that locks it in place when you put it in, and it's got the no drip edge. It goes right along with the countertops.
Another one here. Boom. And just looks so flush at how it all comes together. What else is going on in this galley, sir?
It's got the dishwasher. I want to point that out just because it does match. You can see everything's wet. Well, James already inspected this coach. He inspected it this morning, and so he tests everything out. So I haven't had a chance to clean
Runs the dishwasher.
Yes, I haven't had a chance to clean up behind him. You saw water in the sink. James runs everything. He makes sure that everything is in good working order. Matter of fact, one of the things on his list was he thought this was draining a little slow, so he'll be taking care of that.
Okay.
So that's the kind of stuff that he found.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everything is working.
If you've seen James' YouTube channel, AZ Expert, you know, I think the manufacturers are afraid of him because he just tears stuff apart.
He tells it like it is. I've never worried about that because I know whatever he finds he's going to fix. But we all know James will tell it like it is. He'll beat up a coach if there's something there to beat up.
Yeah, absolutely. And that shower's catching my eye. But let's keep talking about what's going on here. That's got to be the biggest shower I've ever seen in a Tiffin.
It is. I'm really shocked to see it. So you have the dinette with the pull-out, and you saw the 2 chairs outside in the storage bay. They're still wrapped in their original wrapping. But this is their computer desk center.
Yeah. Yeah, Tiffin's known for that. You've talked about that.
It's their option, and so this is good because I get a lot of people who still work on their computers and stuff when they're traveling. You're all set up to do that in this coach. You've got the pull-up right here. So you got 110 power, you got USB ports right there. Anything you need to operate, you can operate right there.
Yeah, and a lot of countertop space here. So if you had extra files and need to kind of make this an office area, it'd be really easy to do, and just all the beautiful accents. But John, can you be my cameraman?
Sure.
I've got to point out how big this chair is.
Isn't it?
I mean, I'm a pretty good sized guy.
Yes.
I'm 6'2", north of 200.
And look at the space around Andrew in this dinette.
Yeah, just
okay.
Very, very comfortable. So now we passed over the cockpit area there. I was just getting so excited about the rest of this coach, but you said this does turn into sleeping. We've got the TV on the televator over there. Now the cockpit here.
Look at the matting that he had put down.
Yeah, this is beautiful. This is like what I had put down in my Tiffin as well. Exactly what I would have chosen. I've got to show those floors off too. Just gorgeous floors in this. And of course the captain's chairs are in excellent condition. Your passenger has a cup holder as well as you can see the backup cameras and the navigation. You've got your awning controls, map lights, your fans, your step cover, road lights, all the controls to make it easy for your passenger, as well as a USB plug there.
I'm going to turn on the gen and some AC.
Yeah,
right with it? Okay.
Absolutely.
Where are you?
That generator just fired right up. You can tell everything's... Now, shades. I see some sunshades here. Looks like it's got the day shades and the night shades. Are those power?
All power. All the blinds are power in this coach.
Nice.
And, they run off of the, well, this is just for your Girard system off of that remote.
Yeah.
You've got a main pad around here, over here for all your blinds. Everything can be controlled off of that. And you can do it off your screen on your Spider system as well.
Show the folks that in a second, but I've got to point out the wood grain steering wheel. Again, a cup holder, your transmission gear selector.
The other thing Tiffin does is this is always a power window in the bus. It's a very good feature, so you're not reaching over there. All you got to do is hit the button. Well, the ignition's got to be on, but it's just a power window. It slides forward, it slides back. It's super easy. You don't have to give it a thought. You don't have to be reaching back there trying to latch it while you're driving. It's just an easy way to go. Also, adaptive cruise control on the coach. This is a big plus. The guy added tire monitoring system. Every system on any high-end coach that you can find out there, it's here. It's in this coach, and it's all in great working order.
Just beautiful. I can't get over these carpets. I think everyone should add these to the front of your coach. Just makes it look nice. And I love the styling that Tiffin uses and the colors, but I want to see back in the rest of this coach. There's some cool stuff.
There's a lot to see here.
Yeah, this is one of the coolest floor plans, and it really... If I was going to have a non-bath and a half coach, I think this is absolutely the best floor plan.
At first I thought, you know, it's not a bath and a half. But when I came in and looked at this coach, it gives you a lot of stuff to make that midship bath well worth it. For one, it's got the wider pantry. Okay, so all these are little things that you get extra space on that they shorten the living room to put the half bath in the middle. I mean, so there's changes they make, and this is one. So you got the bigger pantry. You still got a half a bath in the center of the coach, which is what people are looking for with that bath and a half, because they don't want people going back into their private space if they use the restroom. So you've got a side door on this, and you've got a rear door on this. So when you close this room off,
and then you can close this bathroom,
right,
and now it's all kind of sectioned off.
Exactly.
But I like that there's a second sink here and that same high-end backsplash that we saw, and everything just really nicely. Stepping back into the master suite here. All right, I've got my shoes off, so
you got to go.
I have to. This is probably one of my favorite showers. I mean, this shower's competing. I'm getting my socks wet because James tested the water.
I cannot believe how big that shower is.
I gotta get up. Not my socks.
You got you all wet?
Yeah, it's all good though. For whatever it takes for you guys. You guys see how much room we have in there. And
let me step in there.
Look at how beautiful that is.
Or look how big the door is.
Yeah.
Just for one, you're getting in the shower, but you've got this overhead. You got a light in this, but if you just want that sunshine, open it up and let that natural light come in. 2 shower heads. You can go between the two. I haven't had this thing detailed. This is how I got it. And if you look at your fixtures, they're polished. Everything is super clean. There's not
not a single water spot on this glass. And that's the best design I've ever seen on a Tiffin motorhome. You've got a little seat here. Not only could you use it for the gals to shave their legs, but you could comfortably have a little seat there.
I can sit back here, and you can see I can barely reach the edge there. This shower has a lot of room, and this is one of the big things I hear from people.
Rainforest shower head too.
We sold a coach to a lady who had a lot of hair. I'm not going to mention her name, but she had a long, black, thick hair. And she said, just trying to shampoo my hair in that coach, my God, I just didn't have the room. So something like this, she would be dreaming for,
Yeah, absolutely. And the sink's over here, so it's all molded countertop, and I love that it's the same surface into the sinks. Again, that non-drip edge and that same backsplash we really like.
Plug in on each side, so everyone's got their own power source. You've got your medicine cabinets up here, and then one you can share in here. This is one thing James is going to be putting back on. He talked about that.
Oh man, I'm nervous about James inspecting my coach.
Right?
He's gonna find it all.
He does. It's amazing.
Yeah, and look at this pattern on the wall here. Just a cool pattern that just ties so well together. And I love all the hardware and the underlit lighting. And then here, look at this. You don't have any carpet right here. That's a Corian surface.
Yeah.
Just beautiful.
Yeah, it is. When you come back into the bedroom in this coach, there's a lot to go over. For one, you got the retractable bed. So that's why I've got all this space back here, is that thing is drawn back and it's out of the way.
King size bed.
Yes, king size bed, and it's retractable. So you don't have to retract it to close the slides. There's, like some coaches, it's really something that's a no-brainer. You don't have to worry about how you're operating it. But it does give you massive, and also gives you access to this back. Most coaches that are bath and a half in particular,
you're not gonna have a walk-in closet. That's a real walk-in closet.
It's a big deal.
Now, this fireplace is catching my eye. That will give off heat as well.
Yes, and a pop-up TV in the bedroom.
Nice.
So you've got the pop-up TV here. Again,
and then what's the storage here? You got
check it out.
Adjustable shelving. Does the Tiffin hat come with the coach?
It sure does.
Very cool.
So does the Tiffin bag on this side.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
He just came back from Tiffin. He's got videos for the coach. All the manuals are there.
Power shades in the
everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
Power shades everywhere.
Got a ceiling fan, that same ducted air blowing ice cold on a hot day. And
again, Corian back here, all the way across, so no carpet sticking out that you have to worry about.
I love that underlighting, and
this is really a luxury appointed bedroom in this coach. They really thought about the luxury of what people's bedroom means to them. And
what am I seeing back here? I noticed USB ports on both sides of the bed, but what are those that are hiding that beautiful headboard? This is one of my favorite headboards in the industry.
I have no idea what this bed is.
All right, we got to call the owner.
We're sitting up, I'll find out.
Okay, so something. There's a rhyme and reason for everything.
There is. We'll find out what it is.
All right, I want to see this walk-in closet. Wow. This is like a room in itself. You've got the shoe cubbies, you've got the nice countertops, and you see this is not that same non-drip countertop, which just shows how expensive it is, because you're not going to have drinks back here. If it would have been cheap, they would have just made it the same way, but they didn't spend the money on that, because that's an expensive option to have up front.
They did do a great job of like putting the washer dryer back here where the clothes go.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so you don't have to be dragging them all around the coach.
I like that.
It's
stackable, Splendid washer and dryer. And then does the Tiffin Motorhomes jacket win?
There's 2 jackets.
There's a lot of Tiffin.
And a shirt.
That is very cool. Looks all brand new.
Right.
And then you've got a safe down here, kind of hidden and tucked back.
Yep.
More countertop space if you want to fold clothes or whatnot. And then John's mentioned this before. I love how they put a little extra spot to maybe put your hats or your shoes, or stack some clothes up top there to utilize that space. And then you've got the wardrobe hanging bar across the entire back of the coach, and then shoe cubbies here, and then just more storage back here. You got your breaker panels.
Electronics back under there, but in here you've got full-on drawers.
Oh yeah.
You can see how nice and deep they are. This is a lot of storage. These are soft close drawers.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then you got shelving up here, and they give you cubbies to go
Look at
with it.
this.
So it's all set up.
The little baskets in there.
Right. I mean, it's just really
high-end drawers. Again, soft close. We need to talk money.
We do.
Let's go have a seat here. Honestly, I'm just looking for an excuse just to sit down and hang out in this coach, because this is living good here, brother. So we'll take advantage of these recliners. So John, what's the story on this coach? If someone wants to become the next owner, how much dough do they need?
All right, we're really excited about this coach. This coach, we're looking for $385,000 for the coach. That includes 2 years of extended warranty. This guy spent $30,000 when he bought this coach. On the extended warranty, we got 2 years left of that. And it's been just inspected at Tiffin. So everything that he had done over there was under warranty. He had it all gone through. He made sure that his coach was in perfect operating order. And we're real proud to have it. Again, $385,000, including a 2-year warranty on the coach. That's a big deal.
If somebody's serious, who should they get a hold of?
You want to call me? I'm John Drink. You can reach me at 480-206-3211, and I'd be happy to share any information. I have all the service records that we talked about as well, so give us a call.
And everyone's gonna be calling you about that exhaust tip. We'll leave the details to that in the description below. We can find those parts that were used to make that happen. So if you can look that up, I'll leave that in the description below. But can't thank you enough for sharing this with me and the folks on YouTube. Greatly appreciate you, sir. I also greatly appreciate all of you out there on YouTube subscribing to the channel and liking these videos. I hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again.
Thank you, Andrew, and thank you, everybody out there.